Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, that's him. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I saw the smoke. Oh, fuck. Look.
Look. Somebody's smoking.
We got a fog machine.
I thought something was on fire. I was pulling you back.
By the bullet hole, motherfucker. Your finger went in that motherfucker.
Welcome back to 3 Shots In Podcast. How long have we been drinking already?
They haven't even started yet.
Jesus Christ. Welcome back to 2 Shots In Podcast. I am Devin Burgess.
Frank King.
I'll go next. Ginger Janae.
Aiden Lee.
Who's our
Come
producer?
on, Paul.
And Polly Poo over here.
Polly Poo.
We're back again with Aiden. We had a good time with Aiden last time, so we promised you another one. So let's get 2 shots in and start the revolution.
Yeah. Well,
You want to do it or you want to do it like metaphorically? There we go.
we'll meet Devin. There you go.
That was okay. That was all right. Not great, but not terrible. We're still drinking old smoky moonshine.
Not
For those
anymore.
other shit.
Ooh,
Well,
that's
not
it.
anymore. We
Nope,
just drank
that's
all
it.
of it, but
That was like medicine.
I was hunch punch.
Yeah, I didn't like that one. Oh, I didn't get none of that.
Wait, that was Old Smoky also?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
That was like cough syrup.
I had the apple pie.
I wonder what they gave Blair. My daughter had ear surgery this morning, and they gave her something that was that color, and man, it
Might have been that.
She was looking around the room, smiling. And everybody.
She was seeing.
And she hates people, kind of like me, so she hates everybody. But the doctors came in with all their stuff on, and she was laughing at them and trying to grab them and shit. And they took her out the room, and it was quick. The actual procedure's quick when they get the little tubes in their ears.
Yeah.
It was like 20 minutes an ear or something, but I guess because it's a baby, they want to make sure they eat and go to the bathroom and all that shit after they come out of recovery. But it's little, man. It's like it looked like if you like those old lead pencils that you would twist, if you just stuck the lead out of the pencil just enough to where you could see it and then broke it off. That's how big those are. And they puncture their eardrum, which is terrifying, and stick those little things in their ears.
So they drain.
So that was
My daughter had it done.
My 3 did too.
All right, so last time we talked about our incident that happened here, and since then, there have been many that have sprung up.
That was not far enough from the mic.
Sprung up all across the country. There's Asian spas getting hit. There's grocery stores getting run through. Frank, what the hell is going on in my beautiful America?
You notice they're ignoring now the
I know, 'cause
the
his
guy
name.
that
He was a Syrian refugee.
Right.
Came here when he was 3.
And then look, here's my perception on it. Unfortunately,
You're talking about the guy that did the grocery one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they're concentrating on the gun because he used an AR-15.
They said let's focus on the victims here. But no, with the general increase of shootings, I unfortunately see a lot more coming because of COVID. It's isolation, depression, people being lonely and just losing their damn sanity.
Kind of like
and now
living
that
in Alaska.
Well, and then we're slowly reopening, and we're getting those high populous regions because everybody's so excited to get out. So you got a combination of these people who are isolated and losing their shit, and then we're getting large populous areas. So unfortunately, I can honestly say I can foresee a few more.
And right on time, we got Biden's new gun plan and all that shit.
Pushing
And a new stimulus.
But see, now
They can buy it.
And money to spend.
It's probably going to be, because he mentioned, I don't know if you heard him say his little thing about gun control that he wanted to enforce.
I saw him fall down those stairs. That was a trip.
He said modifications included in, he mentioned modifications.
It's amazing how much more he was willing to talk about the gun than the person doing the work.
Right.
But
well, that's just it. They stopped. They got away from the guy.
That didn't fit the agenda anymore.
Exactly.
I'm like, oh shit.
So apparently it was an AR. I mean, it was a Ruger AR-556.
Yeah, pistol.
With a brace on it.
Yeah.
So now they feel like they're going to go after braces.
Olamach, or whatever his name was. It had a lot of H's and A's in it. So when I was pulling up all this shit so I could get my facts straight, you know how Google, when you start typing something, it
fills it in
autocorrects?
for you, yep.
So I thought it would be interesting to when you put in gun, the top 5 top 5 Google
Suggestions.
suggestions that popped up. The first one is the only one that I guess is not super funny. The first one is the gun industry growing? The second one is, do gun dealers make money? The third one is, which is the number 1 gun in the world? People are so fucking crazy. Huh? The fourth one is, which is the weakest gun in the world? Phrased in that way. And the fifth one is, does 22 cal kill?
Oh my God!
So those are the 5 top Google
There's only
searches.
2 answers to that question. Hell no, and my God, that thing will pinball through your whole body.
Yeah,
Goes
no.
in your face and out your ass.
So not one suggestion on gun control when you type in gun.
No, it's just a bunch of stupid ass questions that
crazy.
people are asking Google. And if you click on the 22, there's some weird, I don't know where it came from, but somebody, and it keeps getting repeated over and over, that 22s kill more people than, that's totally
Every year,
bullshit.
yeah.
There's
22s kill more people every
the
year.
FBI crime statistics on that, they don't keep records of, that's total fabrication.
Well-
and it makes it all around the industry, and it keeps getting repeated.
Right.
And
I think it's the
funny
creators
how
of the 22 caliber that just like slowly drop feed this into the community.
But you hear it constantly.
You do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, 22 kill more people than anything else in the world.
Well, and then
like, where'd you hear that
Because
from?
it's a small bullet. It doesn't cost that much.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it compared to other
Now.
bullets.
Yeah.
So it's available to the people that are in poverty. So
What a stupid question. Though. Does a
they're
22
the
kill?
ones that they're the ones that cause all the crime. You know.
Like you would click on that question,
That's
and
what
it would
that's
just
what they
a
wanna-
white box would pop up that says no, and that
That's
would
what
be
they
the end
wanna
of it
push.
or something.
Yeah.
Well, no, and it's funny because I had tried to have an educated argument on the 22 with Dave. He tells people that shit all the time, and it drives me nuts. And I said, okay, so Dave, explain to me, just to have a critical conversation. I said, can you explain to me, so it bounces in the body, right? He's like, yeah, it bounces off the bone. It bounces off the bone. So if it hits the front rib first, where's it going? He's like, well, it would. I'm like, what? It's gonna bounce off, right? So if you hit the sternum, if you hit the anywhere bone first before you get through the ribs, it's not gonna pinball.
Well, to me,
If that were the case,
I would say if that would. I mean, how much powder you would have to have behind or force behind that bullet for it to just ping pong around when it's inside you. I don't think that's true. I don't think it happens.
and I think the most it would do at most, and we're talking
I
about
think it's
like one
hard
of
to find once it's in there.
Oh yeah,
But
because your body eats the damn thing
Right.
at some point. It don't even care. It just dissolves that shit and you shit it out next week. It don't matter. But to me, like the bouncing thing, I can totally see it being like the inside of a body, and this is your vertebrae. It goes a few inches
well,
back.
I've
And
never
that's what
seen.
it's all gonna do.
I've never seen a 22 ballistic gel test where it went ping 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 ping
Right.
ping ping.
It just went in that ballistic gel and just
There's no bones. Well, and you know what? And if it's so true, why don't you hear like tier 1 operators running SEAL teams with these 22s?
Right.
They're so goddamn
Yes,
killer.
Exactly.
They run around with 5.56s and
We need to make one of those fake videos of just reversing it and then reversing it and reversing it. So you shoot a ballistic gel and it just goes back and forth
Like
500 or
Pong.
600 times. Oh shit! So what do you think? You think something's gonna happen? I think the '90s ban is gonna happen.
You think he's gonna ban?
I think it'll be identical to because he's mentioned it before that he was a part of that. I mean, he didn't do anything, but I think you're gonna see a '90s ban.
well, and
I think he's gonna put. I mean, he's definitely doing his executive action.
well, I don't think call me a little bit of a conspiracy theorist, like lightly hinting this, but 4 days before this incident in Boulder with the AR pistol, they were already trying to ban the AR. The NRA sued, and it fell through.
Mm-hmm.
And then here we are 4 days later, conveniently with an AR shooting.
Well, and that's why he's saying he wants to do an executive action because he knows he's not going to get it passed.
How does that? Do you understand executive orders? I don't understand any of that.
Well-
how do you do that? But you
He-
can't do
he's-
that if it goes against the Constitution, right?
It has to go before the Supreme Court.
So he wouldn't just be able to.
He could do it. He just needs to get it. He just needs to get it passed, which I don't think he'll ever get it passed. But
But
then all he's got to do is start doing things that he know will get passed, like the 30-round ban. Even though Colorado has a ban already on 30-round magazines,
Right.
they have a limited round capacity.
Wait a minute. The mag was illegal? And the murder was illegal too, though.
See, I don't
so
know.
how did he
I
do
don't-
the murder? That's
they
illegal.
didn't tell us if the mag was illegal. They didn't tell us if he
But
had
murder's
30 round.
illegal, so how did he do it?
Well, yeah, it's
That's crazy. You can't break laws.
That's all they say. They should
Oh,
ban,
wait.
they should ban heroin.
Like, is it not already?
Right, well, that's the point. They should ban heroin and cocaine if it's such a bad thing.
Well, and then like everybody else says, what's next? Everybody's got knives. You ban knives after that?
Well, you know what it is? And I think the whole spectrum of people wanting to ban everything, I think, and again, I had this conversation at home. I mean, a lot of the fact is that no one wants to face is your safety is your own personal responsibility. Stop trying to ban everything, and why don't you get your shit together and learn how to defend yourself?
You got too many people, though, that are just like, well, let's get rid of all the guns, and then we
Sure.
won't have a problem.
And let's just, like, end racism. Like, okay, sure, that's not how anything
Right.
works. I mean, like, I agree. If there was a way to magically make gun violence just cease to exist, everyone would be for it. But it's not the way the world operates. And the irony is, it's the people, like, we in the gun community are so for our guns, and then the people who are so big on banning it, and even the legislation, these laws that come into place don't even make sense. I mean, look at California. That wing on the pistol grip, what the fuck is that going to stop me from doing it? Because I can't have my thumb wrapped. They don't understand how the gun operates, so what makes it lethal?
They don't understand what it's for.
Well, what makes it lethal? They're like, we'll make your thumb can't go around it.
Yeah, no threaded barrels.
Right. Yeah,
but everybody,
that way the serial killer doesn't have compensation on his barrel.
They always come up with a way to defeat whatever they put out anyway.
Or bayonets.
Just like the having the magazine pinned so you can't remove it. Mm-hmm. So what do? They make a stripper clip that you can just go and load them all right from the ejection port.
Right.
Well,
or like Troy's gun that they came out with. It's an AR-15, but yet it's a pump, so it's not considered
just
semi-automatic
I
rifle.
see that.
Troy has one that's it's got two like hand guards on the side, like the rail covers.
Yeah.
That you actually can just pump it instead of it being semi-auto.
Well, Frank, we came across the double mags, the 10-round mags that are like upside down on each other on
we
RSR
looked
today.
at it today on RSR. There's two 10-round magazines that are connected at the base.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they made those in 30s. I saw those. I've seen those. I wish they made them in 30s.
In 30s, like two
well,
double-ended 30.
It looks like a 30-round mag. It just has a filler in it.
Oh, like there's a space.
No. This is two 10-round magazines
the
that
one
are joined at the butt plate.
Right. The one I saw, though, looked like two 30-round mags with fillers in them to make them 10-round mags that are joined at the
That's a
base.
blunt weapon as well. God damn.
I don't know why they wouldn't sell them in 30s. I'd buy one. Or 100.
I was going to say, or more.
with the executive action, though, I don't know what he can do with stuff that's already grandfathered in, or if there would be any he wants to make it retroactive to get rid of everything right out of the gate.
So I like looking at it from both sides, right? So I can. We used to have a lot more news people come in and talk, and we actually did pretty well with that in the past because they didn't really know much of the laws and. It worked, but
what you mean in the store?
Yeah, in the store.
Well, yeah, because remember I did that one video.
Oh, we've done
that interview about they wanted to use infrared or thermal cameras to find people carrying guns in the French Quarter.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
And I was like, it's not going to work. And they said, what do you mean it's not going to work?
We had a couple of them in the store.
Well, they had this FLIR they hooked to their phone.
Yeah, right.
And I said, look at me. You tell me where my gun is right now.
Right.
Because I'm like, unless it's hot, unless I just
Unless you
shot
just shot it, yeah, it's not going to
make a
It's actually
difference.
probably going to be a lot colder than you are.
Yeah.
If it's against your body, though, it's going to be roughly the same temperature.
At most, it'll be even with you.
Right.
The irony is,
they couldn't see it though. They couldn't see it with their camera.
To be fair, I think in their defense of that, like you said, it would be colder, which means it's not so much the gun's going to be hot, so much as there's going to be this blue shape of a gun over this hot body.
Yeah, but it doesn't happen.
Yeah, because I appendix carry about 3
No,
I'm stupid as shit.
I'm just saying they looked at it, but it doesn't. That's not what happens. Because I had my gun on me, and I was like, "Tell me where my gun is." And they looked at me with the thermal camera, and they couldn't.
They guessed something though.
Yeah, they guessed.
They said,
were like,
"Oh, it's on your leg."
You got it. And I think I had it on my ankle at the time, and they were like, "Oh, it's right there on your right hand side." And I was like,
it's like a 1 in 4 chance
and
of
I
guessing
lifted
right.
my pants leg up, and there's only so many places.
It's on your face.
Right.
25% chance of getting
your belt line.
Oh, I finished watching that stupid ass movie we talked about last time.
Oh,
it's
did
actually
you?
pretty good.
The Avengers
you
one,
just need,
or whatever?
a full day to do it.
Justice League or whatever.
Please tell us
go to
about
the
every other
bathroom.
20 minutes.
Well, I'm not going to go into that, but it is pretty good because I'm sure if somebody
filled
watched
in the
it and
gap.
said, "Oh, that fucking guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Superman is alive. I love Stan Lee." So it was a good movie.
Plot twist: Stan Lee comes back.
You just need, a half a day or a baby that's up all night.
Well, but
to
that's
watch
always
the whole thing.
that's
It's
just
5
one of the
hours
movies
long.
though you watched. There's like a whole bunch of them.
Yeah. Well, no, this movie's like I should have done some. It's like 5 hours long. This movie, and it's cut up into like 5 pieces, so you can't. I mean, I guess you could binge watch it, but you can't really binge watch it because it's 5 movies smashed. Well, it's very unusual. You can't miss 10 minutes.
Right.
Is the point. If you miss 10 minutes, there's different people in it. They're building different shit. There's
Much less
different
10
metal
minutes
guys.
every 20 minutes.
And they're giving you key points at different intervals. Superman's dead, and he's not dead, and they can remake him, and the boxes are looking for, and the metal men want the stuff, and Batman is, what's his name now? It's the guy from The Accountant is Batman now.
I'm so glad you're not going into
Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck is Batman now.
I love The Accountant.
And he still has that stupid ass voice. Why doesn't Batman just talk like a goddamn American?
Right.
All the Batmans talk.
Christian Bale started.
Where are they?
Christian Bale started that.
Jesus, you'd think the director would go,
A little much.
let's take that again. Less on the.
Did you?
And you can only not see his eyes. You think the only billionaire in the city might be Batman.
that damn mask is so tight on his neck.
Have you seen the parody on that though?
No.
The guy's got like a totally normal voice and he's holding him over the edge. He's like, "Where's the?" Sorry. Where's he? He's like, "Well, you sound really cool." He's like, "Do I?" Okay. And just drops him. He's like, "This is who I am."
You think the only billionaire in a city full of criminals, it's you can't be found from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. might be Batman.
You're like a CEO who has plenty of business shit to
shit.
do, but yeah, you're completely AWOL.
Or one day, you forget to turn your ringer off. You call I'm calling Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, right.
It rings in his fucking suit.
shit.
Damn it! I must have accidentally picked up Bruce.
They got a
Wayne's
new
phone.
Alfred. I don't like the new Alfred. This Alfred is British, I guess, but he's not like the old Alfred was a good Alfred. I
Well,
like
you
that.
said
Oh,
it.
yeah.
The old Alfred. He's
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, he is old.
He was old.
He's still alive, though, I think. The Alfred that played Batman in the old ones. What was he's in a bunch of shit. He was in Miss Congeniality. He was in, goddamn, what's his name, Paul? The old Alfred, the good one. The Alfred that was in,
The TV show?
The Dark Knight.
No, yeah, like the Alfred that was in The Dark Knight. That's Alfred.
The soft-spoken British guy who
Right.
always had like in any movie that man's been in, it's like the heaviest shit, but so soft.
Oh, and Tobey Maguire is Spider-Man, you fucks. Stop making Spider-Man.
Michael Caine?
Michael Caine. Is it Caine or Keaton? Michael Caine.
Caine.
Good
Caine.
guy, yeah. I
Yeah.
like him. Wouldn't mind. Yeah, there he is. That is Alfred.
Yes.
Get out of here with all these other bullshit
That is Alfred.
make-believe Alfreds. I
That's
don't
the
even know
original
who that
Alfred.
is.
That's the guy from the
Alfred right
original
there.
TV show.
The TV show. He was awesome.
Did he sound British too?
I don't think so.
remember.
I like how they think Americans can't be good butlers. That they gotta keep these British guys to Batman.
It's the fanciness. I mean, look, if I was a multimillionaire, I would only hire a British
No,
butler.
that is Alfred. What's his name? Second to the top right. That is from. Yeah, no.
One more?
No,
To the
to the
right.
top right.
There you
You're on the
go.
right.
There you go.
He doesn't know his left
God,
from
my
right.
producer.
Today he was
Lord
yelling
have
at
mercy.
me from far from the computer. Your left, your left, and it was actually my
That
fucking
is
right.
Alfred from Batman Returns.
Yeah, with
Seal. Baby, I can tell you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. That's Batman and that's Alfred. And I like the comic book style when everything was green and blue and the city was funky. Man, I don't know
Yeah.
why I just went off on this
'Cause they
binge,
made it
but
dark.
I'm really upset. Now I invested 5 hours of my life to watching this stuff.
He could have been sleeping.
Very upset. I could have been sleeping.
More than 5
should've
hours
been
because you
sleeping.
watched every 20 minutes of it.
Yeah, I did. I keep having to wake up and grab me one of those
Truly.
super manly drinks that Aiden bought from Rite Aid.
The ponytail specials.
And I
Yeah.
will take another Heineken, please.
I want to try one of these.
I almost said Heine.
You did say
Raspberry lime.
This
I'm
is
sending this back.
alcoholics.
Don't give me this one. Give me the purple one.
Thank you,
I'm
dog.
going to do it. I'm going to do it right. Give me the purple one. There we go. I want to talk about Bigfoot today, too. I'm all over the place.
Oh,
What big, like, the general myth of Bigfoot?
Yeah, I've been watching this other show on TV. It's pretty upsetting. It's called
The Sasquatch.
Paranormal or
Right.
something.
Look, and you need to fill us in forehand on the shows you want to watch so we can all contribute.
No, I don't want to. I want to hit you blindsided. You think Bigfoot's alive?
No, fuck no.
Right.
That's a good answer.
Do you think he's alive?
Was he ever?
Like he's Elvis out in the woods.
There's a lot of
Just
shows,
unshaven
man.
Elvis roaming the woods. You think he's alive?
We talked about this like
I didn't
was
know he
he
was
like- your-
living in the first place.
Your question, I love your compassion for it because your question wasn't does he exist? It's do you think he's still here?
Yeah.
Like it was not even a question if he was.
Well, I
It's
know
if he's
he
still-
existed. Look,
as a Homo
I
sapien
know.
back in fuck what BC.
No. There was an animal called Gigantopithecus that
Yep.
existed.
Homo sapien.
And I think those things and present humans existed on the planet together. And I think that's where you get Bigfoot from. But is he still alive? You know, they planes go down in the northwest.
Well,
and
I'll be
shit,
damned. There
and
he
they
is.
never
You know
find
what?
him.
There he
That's
is, right
that
there.
is the part that I think that he's not alive because there's not one fucking picture.
Stop saying
of
alive. Existence.
There's not one picture of Bigfoot on Google.
Well, and even if somebody catches something now, they're like, look, I caught this guy walking.
Oh,
I look like
man.
Bigfoot. It's always blurry.
Look at all those Bigfoot on the left. There's 8 or 10 of them.
Well, and then like even today with like any myths like aliens and shit, like we have 4K technology.
Yeah.
And it's always like, look what I saw, and it's like in potato quality.
Well, that's just like ghosts.
Well, that's
Ghosts,
the part that gets me upset.
ghosts are only like old-fashioned ghosts. There's no
The
new ghosts.
orb.
That is
There's
not
no,
true.
like, punk
I
rock
see
ghosts.
shit. I see shit every day at my house.
Every day?
Every
Why don't you
day.
buy
Okay,
Ring doorbell.
day.
podcast has changed. Please go ahead.
No,
Well, we talked
every
about this
day.
before, but I don't know why she doesn't have a camera set up or somewhere.
I do. I have a camera in my house, but it doesn't. I see it, and I'll talk to him. I'll tell him.
That's gotta say
I said, I
something.
just
I just
saw
need your-
you. Just saw you. What do you want?
What is this, like fucking Doris, like swipe or no swiping?
Well, what do they want?
Ghost, I saw you.
I don't know what they want yet, but I see them every day. I
Did
know
you
I,
ask?
I have pet ones, like a
Oh,
cat.
man, you're nuts.
I know. You have to be nuts to work here.
Did you
though.
live on an ancient cat burial ground?
I didn't know, but I see people too.
So wait, you have a ghost cat that lives in your house?
I have a cat and I have people. Yes.
How many
People.
are we talking about?
So there's a team of them.
Right. Yes. So right now there's probably about 3. One's a cat.
Oh, you're so crazy.
No.
What, what makes you
That's why
think
you
that?
love me. I
a
know.
fucking
I
nutbag.
know what I see. I know
Explain
what I
what
see.
you see.
We've talked about this before.
Are
I
you
wasn't here.
shaking?
I wasn't here. Let's
Okay,
go.
so
Is this at post hallucinogens or?
no. I just see the movements. I see the shadows. I see the silhouettes.
That's how
I
light
see
works.
it.
That's
Oh,
how.
No.
That's your
no.
shadow, honey.
There's
I
gotta be
promise.
more than that, though.
No.
Is the ghost woman on the ground when you're standing in front of a light?
Have you ever seen a movie called
No.
The Entity?
No.
You should watch it.
I will.
They'll love it.
Text that to me because I won't remember.
Well, what are they? I mean, there's got to be more though than that.
I'm sure there is. Like
No,
when
like that you see that makes you think
That
that.
oh yeah, I've seen a lot. I've
So
seen,
wait.
since I was a kid, I remember the first time I ever saw one. It was actually in a rocking chair on my people across the street from me's front porch. And I kept
I'm
it.
so-
Well,
I
maybe
kept
we
it-
should have had you in here the other day
I
instead of that
kept
woman we.
it-
Yeah, that woman was an idiot.
No, okay, so y'all do not need to go to that. Y'all need to get the medium. I'm still trying
Well,
to
I
find my
tried.
medium. I know, I'm trying to. And she's just not answering me, so she might be really busy or she might have passed.
Maybe that's who's in your house.
I don't know. No, but I do see things. I've always seen things since I can remember. I was probably like.
So what do you think happens after this? Because that's a. I mean, if you think
go,
about it.
You go haunt Ginger's house.
We are going like straight
I
existential.
know. I think that I don't know. I
St.
just-
Peter goes, Ginger's house.
Yes, send them
Two
there.
options.
That's you.
Send them there. Let's go. But
What-
no, I can't explain. I just know what I
Well,
see.
what do you think from your experience happens
then-
after you die here?
How do you know that they're newer ghosts then? If you
I don't know if they're newer, but I
So
can.
you just said.
But I don't think they're just necessarily old like what y'all think. I mean, I know what I know. Like
Well, I don't know. They're not talking to me.
Before,
saying,
one
I
time-
beg your pardon.
Okay, so like one week, my kids were going to my grandma's house, and every toy in little Derek's room that could possibly have batteries in it was going off at one time.
I do that at Walmart all the time.
Yeah, you're not buying
Press every button
Energizer.
on the fucking thing.
You're buying those CVS brand. I've done that too, and they
I know.
die in 3 to 5 days, and they always go
malfunction.
off. Yeah.
No, but I mean, there's just
Buy
things I can't
Energizer
explain.
brand
Devin's got a ghost in his truck
It
right
doesn't
now.
scare me though. They don't scare me. They don't scare me. And I told
Rolling
y'all that
the
one
windows
story about the little kid that said
just
that one
GMC
time, "Help
shitty.
me," and I was like, "Help you do what?" You know, and I couldn't. And then he was gone.
So the only thing you've heard from them is that one thing?
No, I used to have a woman. She would be downstairs and she would just scream.
But how do you know it's not a person, though?
It's not a person because I had cameras. There's not a person.
So what are you
I don't
seeing
want-
that confirms it's not a person, but there is some...
Look, I believe you. I'm just trying to
No,
understand.
trust me. Yeah. So
being
You should have saw him drill that woman we had.
yeah, I
there.
wasn't here that day.
I know.
So I don't know.
That's what he's doing to you.
Yeah, I mean, he can drill me. It's okay because I know what I see. I know what I believe.
That liar.
Y'all got a bitch. Y'all got a bitch.
Well, I
ass
tried to get your woman, and
demonic
she's either dead
psychic.
or in another
Psychics
dimension.
are bullshit. They are just full of shit. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Y'all full of
But
shit.
she's $200 richer.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, but a medium, a true.
She saw that coming.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for her to text me.
But no, it's just I know what I see. I know what I hear. I know what I can't explain it.
So you hear like,
But look, don't get me wrong. I would not sleep for weeks. I mean, I'm not sleeping
Just to
already.
see.
But I would, if I was sleeping in an alternate life, I
Yeah,
would
but
not
what-
sleep for
what
weeks.
well,
would make
I-
you think it's not just you hallucinating from
No,
not sleeping?
no, but let me tell you.
Well,
'cause-
that's what I'm getting at,
Well,
Frank-a-doodle.
I sleep, and honestly, I don't see anything here except up in the attic. Sometimes I do see
Like, I didn't-
things when
Oh,
I
you're
come
so
do
crazy.
traces.
Tell me, well, what do you see?
I didn't see anything until the third day of
Frank,
no
you
sleep.
saw something?
Yeah, you
Well,
saw
up here
something.
I did. I'm not saying I didn't.
Exactly.
I'm
Where'd you
saying
do
I
your
didn't.
thumb?
It was in the attic.
I was hanging those monitors downstairs and I drilled it with the drill.
You're so crazy.
drilled right through it
So
like a little
you,
bitch.
if you were on a casino,
Like a
right?
little bitch.
And
What? I didn't cry about it. I
getting
didn't
defensive.
complain about it.
if you
Don't believe in my ghost. Fuck you.
if you're not on a podcast, you are alone with
Yep.
somebody that has the ability to bet all the money that you have,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody will find out. And I hope you give me an honest answer. And you're at a
I will.
casino that somehow is able to enter dimensions that we don't see and
Okay.
find out if ghosts are real. You bet yes on ghosts or no with all of your
Absolutely.
money.
Absolutely, with everything I have.
See, you know what's funny?
All three of my cars.
I'm in a weird place with ghosts where I don't believe in them, but I'm not gonna lie, I sure as fuck won't find out. I
which
won't
means
fuck with it.
2.5.
Like when I was a kid, my buddy whipped out a Ouija board. It was 4 a.m. I called my mom. I was like 10 years old. I was like, "You
I've
gotta
done
get me
one
the
of
fuck
those.
out of
What
here."
happened?
Don't do Ouija boards.
I don't know. I left. Like I don't believe in
Oh
ghosts.
yeah, I've done one once, and
That's demonic.
Guess what? This is what happened. We a friend. I remember his name, Bo. His name was Bo. It's at STM right down the street on.
Bo, if
Airline.
you're listening,
I was
please give us a
probably-
call.
I was in probably 6th or 7th grade. God, we were bad. I remember being in his house. This is
We were
unrelated, and he had a pool table, and we would play. These stupid fucking games we made up. One was
Played
called
with his
Ghost
balls?
in the Darkness. No, we'd invite a bunch of the football players and stuff over that played on our team. And, I mean, the whole class was only like 40 kids. It's a real small school.
Right.
And we'd turn all the lights off, and we'd get the pool balls, and someone would be like tag, and we'd turn all the lights off, and all he would have to do was grab you and say who it was, and then you'd be it. But we'd throw these pool balls at him and hit him over the head with the pool
Shit.
cues and fucking beat the. We never got past the first level because whoever was it, was beating the shit.
Right.
And he had to call his mom and go home. Because we turn lights off, we'd say, "Get him!" And we fucking beat the piss out of him. I don't know how.
Never
nobody got
smashed
in
any
trouble.
windows or
My
this
God.
house. This house, I remember my friend Kyle.
I
won't
thought
say
this
your
was on a
last
Ouija
name.
board.
No, we're gonna get in that. But
I've done Ouija boards. I've done smashed my friends with a
his
pool
family
cue.
lived on. They lived in Old Metairie. They lived off of. No, it wasn't Garden Road. Sycamore. I still go by the house and I laugh every time. Chelsea thinks I'm insane because I don't elaborate on what happened. But they had a third floor that was almost the size of a normal house. Probably like 1,500 square, 1,000
Just
square
the
feet.
third floor.
And that was the floor that the parents didn't even go into. But we had to go up there when we wanted to play. And there was fucking holes in the walls and burnt places on the...
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Yeah. We'd play baseball up there in his house. But we'd throw these pool balls and hit Bo over the head with the
Hey,
pool
downstairs
cue
going,
and beat the
"Those
shit out
damn
of each
kids."
other. Yeah. But anyway, we had a Ouija board one time, and it was just me, Bo, and Kyle, and we said, "All right, "You're not gonna touch it, right?" And he said, "I'm not gonna touch it." I said, "Bo, you're not gonna touch it." And he said, "I swear to God, I'm not gonna touch it." We sat there for 45 minutes and fucking nothing happened. And that's what I think. There's
No,
nothing.
you know you're supposed to like the thing.
No, we touch like if this was the thing, we all touched
don't move.
it. But I said, "Don't you? You're not gonna move it, right?"
Okay.
And he said, "No, I'm not gonna move it." And I said, "Bo, you're not gonna move it." He said, "I swear to God, I'm not gonna move it." And we
But
sat
then they were
there
probably
for
all
like
trying to
45
concentrate
minutes,
so much on not moving it,
and
they didn't
nothing
let it
happened.
move.
Well, no, you know, there's like a whole. I don't know much, but I know there's a conjuring like speech you're supposed to give before you begin. You can't just put your fingers on the thing and expect.
You
it to
didn't
move.
read the instructions?
This house was destroyed. If ghosts weren't coming after this, we had
Yeah,
killed
like,
a
fuck
couple
these
people.
kids. You know, they're like-
All right, I don't call mine to come in my house. They just appear.
Well, they're there. What are you gonna
They're
do about
there.
them? Have
They
you
are
moved?
there.
Has it happened before that?
I moved 4 times.
Can we
last
bring a
year.
Ouija board here? I'm down now.
No,
I'm
no.
a
I don't want a
grown-ass
Ouija
man.
board.
Okay.
I don't want a
Because
Ouija board.
there's a slight chance that she
That's-
might have something going on. I don't sleep as it is, and I'm not losing
They'd
sleep
be
more.
fucked.
over
They'd
this.
be like, I gotta let you go.
She's gonna start levitating and shit.
Ginger gonna be fired.
Possessed.
But seriously, I just know what I see, and like we
God,
talked
you
about
do good
before.
That was
I know,
good.
He does. He's scary. Did you see what's on his Jeep? Fucking Tom and Jerry. What's up with
You like
that?
that?
What's up with
My
that?
daughter put that on there.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering.
Have you gone through the?
How is it you're gonna be like, I had 3 ghosts live in my house, I got a ghost cat. You have a Tom and Jerry's
That's
fucker,
what
you
we're gonna
fucking
focus on.
weirdo?
By the way, we still have at least 8 or 10 Bigfoot pulled up on North Carolina on the TV screen.
Look, so I was.
That's
Oh,
Arizona.
click on that. What is
Arizona.
that?
Like, what's the article?
The Arizona Transit Agency becomes clean about Bigfoot.
Oh, they knew. They knew.
Those bastards. They've been hiding
There's
that,
like
that hairy fucker
37
from
of them.
for this is on ABC.
Look at the quality.
It's just a bunch of tree trunks they cut last month.
Cell phones are so much better these days. What is
No,
that?
but that's likely a recent photo, like for
Bad
no
news.
reason.
Oh, wait, no.
It's a
a family
camera.
of Sasquatches.
It's
They're
a
called
camera
Sasquatch,
watching that road, I
It's a
guess, from
highway.
the Transit Authority.
There's just hundreds of Bigfoot moving past the road every month.
It was a lighthearted prank, they said.
Yeah. I told you about that guy that got killed, huh? With that ghillie suit on?
Yeah.
Yeah. He
What a
came
idiot.
across the road and somebody
shot
smashed
him.
him.
Oh, ran
Kabam!
over him.
And then some younger girl hit him too. Wham! Oh, shit. Hold on. Hey, don't say anything that's incriminating. You're on the podcast.
You're doing a podcast?
Yeah, you're on it right now. Is Blair okay?
Yeah, I'm just making sure you're all right.
Yeah, I'm all right. We got the squad over here. I told you it'd be about an hour.
You didn't tell me you were doing a podcast.
Well, you're on it.
What up,
Hey,
Chels?
Chels!
Hey, guys.
Everybody says hello. We're talking about Bigfoot and Ginger's house. As ghosts are flocking from all corners of the USA to her house right now. We're trying
Crazy
to help her
weird
out.
bitch.
She's got
Okay, y'all have fun.
cat
Alright,
ghosts and everything else.
But man, I would love to know. Fuck. I'm such a loser. I would love to know. I'd pay money to know. Like, if I knew that for sure I would get an answer.
The only thing, as far as like myths and shit, I'm fully
Like,
interested in
all that
aliens.
stuff, though.
Have you seen
Aliens,
like?
Yes,
Bigfoot.
aliens.
No, but have you seen like
Well,
the
they
ancient
think-
alien bullshit that there is?
We already talked about this.
not
They think
bullshit.
that Bigfoot is connected to aliens and he's traveling in portals around the United States.
Okay, I've never seen Bigfoot though. Aliens, yes, I
people are
believe
so
in.
crazy.
You're gonna walk into your
Ghosts,
house.
yes.
You're gonna be sitting on the couch watching TV,
Chilling.
drinking a beer.
Ghost Bigfoot.
What's up, Ginger?
No, ghosts and aliens. I do
God,
believe
I'd like
in
to know
those.
those so bad. I'm such a fucking loser.
No, you're not.
I'd love to know. I think about this. Like, at least once a month, an entire evening is spent thinking, maybe these people aren't nuts. Maybe there's an 800-pound
No wonder she's
gorilla
calling, checking on
in the
you.
woods.
Your world is exciting.
Aliens too, man. I would if they found a flying saucer smashed in the desert somewhere in Nevada. Man, I wouldn't sleep for days.
You'd never hear about it.
Well,
I think they keep that shit secret.
it'd be hard to keep it a secret now.
Bob Lazar, baby.
Do you believe him?
I
Have you
believe
listened
him.
to his podcast?
Did you see how they analyzed his body? like,
No, tell me.
language and stuff like that. They had these
Right?
specialists,
I
you know,
got
that
it.
they read body language. they watched his interviews and stuff like that, and they said he's telling the fucking truth.
Dude, he's taken many polygraphs, and he's always passed them. I think that dude worked
At
S4.
S4, yeah.
I think he did.
I think he did too. I think that
Well,
there's
that doesn't
some shit.
change the reality that you live in now.
I mean, but it
That's
doesn't
him.
affect the reality.
Dude,
that I
he's
live
been
in.
telling the same story since what, like the 80s?
Yeah.
He's been saying the same thing,
Yep.
taking the same
Hasn't
polygraph,
deviated.
and that's a smart dude.
Yeah.
He's built.
He's a physicist.
I mean, everybody I'm sure that's listening to this
He
podcast
was
is
recruited-
listening to his podcast with Joe Rogan. He's put a jet airplane engine into his Honda in the 90s and drove that fucker to work every day. So I mean, he's a physicist.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
He's smart. I mean, he was recruited by the government to go to work at Area 51
To keep his mouth
because of
shut.
how smart he was.
Yeah, I agree.
I know they
Because
said,
they
look,
wanted
we
him to
can't.
reverse engineer this technology. I've watched
That's his
documentaries after
Honda right there.
documentaries.
Look at that. It looks like that thing's packed with C4. ATF might want to visit Bob Lazar. He's driving around in a Honda with a
Looks
bunch
like
of
some fucking Mario Kart bullshit.
driving around with a bunch of
You
explosions.
sure that's not
in
a
it.
Corvette right there? That looks like a Corvette.
Dude, this was in like the 80s he was doing this shit. Look, no, you were just on it. Click on that picture.
That one right
No,
there?
no. There you go.
That one?
Nope.
Nope, up one. No, the
One with
rocket, the
fire.
rocket shit going
Your
on.
other
yeah.
right. That one. That's something that he built, dude.
Look, he's got a jet engine on that bike right there.
Dude, he's no joke. And he said that the government has been still harassing him because he took a little bit of that element that he talks about on the on Joe Rogan's podcast. He said he has a little bit of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He says he took a little bit of that element and he's, on his own. He's doing his own research on it. And they've raided his house. They've raided his business. It's on
He's not gonna put it where they
videotape.
can find it.
Well, and the irony is the government going after him only justifies his
That's it.
cause.
That's it. Click on that bottom left, second from the left. That hand. So in the like the 80s or 90s, he said, they asked him, give us some solid concrete evidence that aliens exist. He said, well, I can't do that because it's impossible, but I can tell you that at Area S4 every day I used to put my hand on this biometric hand scanner that would scan the bones in my hand. This is in like the 80s and 90s where this shit did not exist. And, everybody said he's out of his mind. There's nothing like that exists today. And finally, they found multiple guys that actually worked on these machines and had photos of them that said, I'm scared for my life because I did work at this place. He was there, and this is how these machines operated. Here's the blueprints for these machines. Here's a picture or two.
Wow.
And they proved that these machines, they keep proving that this guy is right.
Well, just because the technology didn't come out that you know of until after.
No,
this.
I agree, but it's odd that he is, without knowing the technology, is able to predict what they have invented with the intelligence that they've gathered over the years that they've implemented that is proven time and time again.
I can tell you firsthand that some of the shit that you see now
it's 10 years behind.
is what they let you see, right?
Right.
So, like, for instance, the SR-71.
God, I love this podcast.
Fastest.
I do this podcast if 2 fucking viewers, 1 viewer, it would be me. Watch it every
Said it would
day.
be
Well,
me.
Isn't it fun?
Things like
Yeah,
the
fuck yeah, it's
SR-71.
Aiden's can't wait to get out of here. He walked into a dungeon tonight. He thought we were going to talk about shootings.
I'm like patiently waiting for anything I can desperately chime in on. I'm just
Have you ever seen anything?
what?
Anything?
Like
anything
personally?
supernatural? Anything odd?
Fuck no, dude. This
I
shit's
know,
real.
me neither. No, I haven't either.
No.
I haven't, but I want to. That's what I said. I'm
Did
such
you
a
hear about
loser.
my incident that happened up here?
Tell him.
Yeah,
Dude.
finish, please.
Hit him with the
so
one-
y'all don't call me crazy. Please
So,
tell
you know,
him.
I mean, they'll just be two crazies, but
no,
go
no,
ahead.
no. You know the records room over here.
Aiden, this is my predicament. I'm
doors-
surrounded by
the
lunatics.
door's
I'm trying to make
open.
sense out of this.
I'm trying to make a third one.
I'm telling you, it's so hard for me not to smack you in the fucking leg right now.
Hit him.
So I'm in the records room, all right, and I'm setting up a PC in there for them to be able to use, right? And I'm looking at the screen, I'm typing, and all of a sudden, out the corner of my eye, out my peripheral, I see somebody step in, look in the room, and then step back out of the doorway. Okay, And I could tell from my peripheral they had on khaki pants and a white shirt. All right. So I'm like, who the
See,
fuck
hold
is
on,
that?
because I believe you. I do.
I hope so.
I do.
I'm not gonna lie about that kind of
care
shit.
about all y'all, so I believe y'all, and I have my faith in all
He
y'all. But I've
cares.
known I've known Frank for a very long time, and I believe
Yes.
him too. So when these are presented to me,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with the information because I've never.
Well,
so I believe you, and
I would
believe
not have
you.
come
I
down
just
and
don't
asked you
know.
about it if it
All right,
didn't happen.
So
Okay.
for the record, both of these people I have trust with my life
I
working
hope
here,
so.
but also with our business. So
Yes.
these are
Right.
very trustworthy
Yes.
people, which is why I'm so invested in what they're saying.
Right.
Well,
All right.
so I see this out the corner of my eye, and I'm thinking to myself, who the fuck came up here and is watching me or checking up on me, or maybe somebody needs to use the room, you know? So I say, well, I'm almost done anyway. So I just keep going, and again, it happens. Somebody steps in, looks, steps back
All right,
out.
so break that down a little bit. So you're on the computer,
Yeah.
and you
And a guy in a white
you
shirt
don't
and
turn-
khaki sticks his head in.
you
Yeah.
don't turn your head though.
The
No,
peripheral.
I turn my head after they step back because it's
Okay.
only like,
All right.
like literally.
It's like by the time
They-
his brain can register peripheral.
No,
he's
no,
like,
no.
Oh, where'd he go?
They step in like this and then step back out. So it's literally like they step. You know, it's one motion.
Okay.
Right? It's not like they stood there for a couple.
No,
of
just like a
seconds.
quick
Exactly.
Yeah.
a peek.
I'm just trying
So-
to paint a picture.
So then
you
then
are
I look.
so fucking excited right now. I
But
can
look,
see it.
that's why I say I'm such
He
an
is.
idiot.
So I
man.
look-
I think about these things.
I envy your like the whimsicalness of this story.
I
for
wish
you.
you were.
But I
more
look
invested in it.
after
I'm
they
listening.
step out. You know, after
Yeah.
after they disappear. And then I think to myself after the second time, I'm like, well, wait a minute, because the carpet wasn't out there.
What carpet?
Then
Wait.
that's
Oh,
only-
yeah. Okay.
So I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't hear any footsteps on the wood. I didn't hear them come up or down the stairs.
The
'cause
aluminum
you hear
stairs.
the boom, boom,
you hear
boom,
everything.
The
yes.
hollow metal steps.
I didn't hear the door close. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I get out and I go down and I walk down the stairs and I'm all done. You know, I'm leaving. And Riley's here. And she's at the bottom of the stairs. And I said, Riley, who the hell keeps coming upstairs and checking up on me or looking in the goddamn records room? You know, what's going on? And she goes, nobody's walked past me at all. Nobody's gone upstairs. And then all of a sudden she goes, wait a minute. What are you telling me right now? And I'm like, I'm just saying, I saw somebody upstairs and I didn't, you know, I don't know where they came from. And she's like, oh my God, I'm never going upstairs again. And then I go ask Devin. I said, Devin, anybody ever report anything to you about a ghost upstairs? And he goes, why? What did you hear?
You got him all fucking horned up. That's what it was. He got all horned up. Like, yo, go ahead.
and that's where it began.
But dude, I'm telling you, I would not have said that's what I saw. That's not what I saw.
And that's true. And
That's why
this is the
I-
only place I've seen anything is up here in the attic.
Okay, so wait a minute. Did you confirm?
Well, look, I'm going to tell y'all something that none of y'all know. This was a heavy parts machinery. It was a mechanic shop, but I think they worked on other stuff, so there was like heavy machinery here. But the only part that existed in this building before we bought it and made it a gun store and a range was this, the store area,
Right.
and a small area upstairs, which was that held parts and stuff. I don't really know because I never went up there, but it ended almost at that classroom, and. So that was I guess the attic. I don't know what they did up there, but that part of the building is the only part that existed for many years before we bought it. So if something happened and someone passed away there, the only part that it could be that had people in it before we bought it was the parts that y'all are.
But I don't believe they're necessarily there because something happened there. I believe they travel. I believe
God, that would
they're-
suck to get trapped in a records
Okay,
room.
you
at a
know-
gun store
you
for
know
the rest
what?
of your
Right?
life, huh?
You know-
No, I think they travel. I do.
But then I haven't seen this shit everywhere.
Well, and you know what?
I
Now
haven't
that
seen-
we're talking ghost shit, I just actually remembered
here
a
we
childhood
go.
story.
Now.
Thank you
dude.
very much.
Okay, look. Okay, y'all can,
We're like 48 minutes in. I've been trying to get you to come out with this. All the stuff you just heard was fake. Now let's hear what
okay, so
fucking lunatic, you psycho.
yeah, well, this story is much
Everybody,
more.
listen to this idiot. We've been lying to you for the last half hour.
All right, so this is much. This is
Let's
significant.
get him on lithium and out of here.
All right, this is like significantly. This is significantly less dramatic than y'all's stories. But to remotely have a story to contribute, when I was younger, we did a thing where you could spend the night at one of the haunted plantations.
We have a trash can. You doing a commercial for Blueberry Ice Trulies? There's 4 of them up there and all the same flavor.
Truly, do us a favor. Sponsor us.
Sponsor?
I know,
Yeah.
Truly. Whoever the
Truly.
psycho is that's making 2%,
Anybody with a man bun, this is the drink of choice.
whoever's making 2%
Do you want to be Jason
alcoholic
Momoa? Truly. So,
You have a fondness for blueberry and...
it's whatever the fuck he hands me. I'm liking it, though.
Yeah, okay.
It's hard seltzer.
There's 2 dozen blueberry and acai Trulies up there. All right, continue.
All right.
Just fucking with you.
Ah, no kidding, man. All right, so now the story's anticlimactic because we finally get into it. But
Hey, man, I'm about to climax. You go ahead.
He's all over it. Keep going.
all right, so we got to spend the night at a haunted plantation. My parents took us on this trip, and Christ, I'm not even like 15 years old. I did not want to fucking be here.
What's that cost? $1.25?
Fuck if I know. I'm a kid, and I don't pay for shit yet.
You don't care.
So yeah, I don't care. I don't even want to be here. But like during the day, they gave us these tours, and they was like gimmicky shit that I wasn't really getting phased by. It was like a mirror, and they're like,
How old were you?
like 15, 16.
Okay, all right.
But there was this mirror, and it's a handprint on it, and they're like, every day the staff tries to wipe the handprint, and then it comes on back. And I'm like, I
You
don't.
sound like Dave.
Yeah, I'm calling. Mask over.
Comes back.
Mask over your nose.
It's not
They
effective.
built a business around this bullshit
Dave,
handprint.
okay, sorry. Dave is my fallback old guy voice. I mock that
I'm
fucker so
sorry.
much.
Sir, sir, put the mask
I don't even mind
over
saying
your nose.
it. He doesn't know how to use technology, so I know he'll never find this anyway. But anyway, their whole I'm scared. Now I'm laughing because I'm going to use his voice again. But they're like, this handprint comes back no matter how many times we wipe it. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Y'all probably don't wipe it at all. It's just painted on there. And then they're like, there's this room upstairs. It's the master bedroom, and that's where the master was killed when all the slaves rebelled and killed the motherfucker or whatever. But then we spend the night, and they let you, like, we all brought sleeping bags, and you got to pick a spot. Well, one of the things they told us was in every corner of each room there was this little angel, and it keeps the darkness out. Well, I'm trying to find
That's
a spot.
before they invented light bulbs.
Yeah, well, and it's just generally like omens of like keeping a ceramic angel in each corner. And I pick a corner and there's no fucking angel in it, and I don't overthink it. And as far as I remember, it was just a regular ass ceiling, and I couldn't sleep. I was tossing and turning, and I remember getting cold as all shit.
That's because there's no ventilation in the
Goosebumps.
beds from the 1800s.
Yeah, well, I'm on the floor, and I remember I was on my side.
Sleeping on a piece of paper covered.
Yeah, and I couldn't sleep. And then I rolled to my back and I looked up, and that corner had black mold. I swear to God, wasn't there not 10 minutes ago. And I was looking at it, and I'm just like,
This is just OSHA violation.
Guy standing up. Who the fuck are you?
and it was just like that vibe of like dark shit in the corner. And I remember like being a kid, I'm like,
Like the Grudge kind of stuff?
I fuck find it. Was there mold in the garage? Probably not.
It's like black shit that comes out of the
yeah,
corner
it's
of the
black
room.
shit in the corner. And I'm like, oh, fuck me. All right. No.
That's it?
That's it. I tried. Fuck. I tried. I have no ghost stories. Okay.
That's all you got?
I think that's I think that's
No
sleep,
ghost cats? No, sorry.
I think that's sleep paralyzation.
Paralysis?
Yeah, I think that's sleep paralysis. Because I've had that happen.
My
to
wife
me,
gets
too.
that shit bad.
I've had it happen.
I've had to
me
wake
once.
her from it a few times.
The Ring, the Grudge.
It's just a bunch of white chicks
Oh,
that are under
holy
16
shit.
that are.
No, let me tell you.
Just got out the shower.
I've had a fucking horrible series of dreams one night. When I tell you I had the same dream 4 times in one night that
Well, they
woke
might
me
be
up.
trying to contact you.
The motherfucker I saw I didn't want contact with.
I'm
So
gonna
let me
watch
tell
The
you.
Grudge tonight.
The dream was, and it's funny because it's going to be lame because it falls back to gun talk. I was in my own kitchen.
Well, that's what we're here to
That's
do,
what, yeah, we're supposed to
unfortunately.
actually be talking about that.
This might be a good transition point. And Christ, I'm fucking sleeping.
There
and
it
then,
is, Aiden. Paul found it.
That's it. That's, you know what? There it is. There you go.
Oh, shit.
I was in The Grudge. Jason Momoa was in The Grudge, if you didn't know. So,
I love the actors that they get to portray these people.
oh man. So no, in my dream though, I'm aiming my gun, but the light's not on yet, and I see like a silhouette of a figure in my dining area, and then I turn the light on, and when I do, what's ultimately scary about the dream is I go into a freeze. The hair on my neck stands up. I can't fucking move, and it's just this like disfigured, pale person. and it woke me up. And then I was like, holy shit, I had cold sweats. The bed was drenched. And then I'm
You
like,
pissed
all right.
yourself?
Yeah, man, fucking.
You pissed yourself,
Yeah,
didn't you,
man.
at that plantation?
It was
That's
a,
why they don't buy new mattresses.
It was a sweat in my pants. Anyway. So,
Even
I
worse.
wake up sweating.
Wow.
Even worse.
And I go back to sleep. And then the weird, it's bizarre because I've never had a dream
A
happen.
literal wet dream.
Yeah.
Those are rare.
Yeah.
You got to pay $1.25 for those usually.
Why is trying to wake me up?
I had something like that happen.
Well, no, but what's trippy as shit is I've had bad dreams, but I've never fallen back in place. It was insane. I fell back asleep, and I remember I was there holding my gun, the lights off, and the figure's there. And it's amazing because I remembered my previous dream, and chills went down my back, and it was just here we are, we're back. And I know what I gotta do. I gotta turn the fucking light on. But what the thing is, I can't pull the trigger. You ever had a gun nightmare?
You know, shit, drywall is expensive.
Cars are
Wait, are
expensive.
you awake?
Cars are very expensive.
Laying next to his wife.
Are you awake or are you asleep?
I'm asleep. But
Oh,
it's
okay.
weird.
All right, it's a dream then. Okay.
But I
got
knew
it.
I was back in a dream. But it wasn't like, what is it called when you know you're in a dream and you got control of it?
Yeah, we know what you're talking about.
Lucid dreaming. It wasn't like that. I was well aware where the fuck I was, except this time when I shined the light, this thing moved like spider-like, like jump, jump, jump,
Why
jump.
just a dream? I want hard evidence. I'm building a case here, Aiden.
Slamming the guy.
All right,
That's a dream.
ladies and gentlemen, my attempt to level with these fucking idiots on ghosts,
Hey,
cats,
hey.
and Bigfoot.
I'm glad that you're at least open to it. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what people are seeing. I want to.
I hear things
why,
though
though. I
too,
wanna
though.
believe
That's the
so
thing.
bad.
I hear them.
Hey, in another 30 years, I'll let you know.
I'm such
I
an
won't be
idiot.
here anymore.
I mean, I saw things this morning when I went to
You'll
make
be
my
hunting,
coffee.
This
They
morning?
get up, yeah, they get up off my sofa
damn.
and just walk through my house. I'm like, I saw you.
Is there like a depression on the couch where they're sitting?
I don't go look. I just mind my business. I'm doing my coffee.
It's your house. The fuck you
What
mean you
about
mind
your
your
kids?
don't-
What do they say?
Little Derek does see. The other
Oh,
two, I don't think
Christ.
they see, but little Derek sees sometimes.
Are you ever like watching TV and all of a sudden,
There's nothing like bodily noises. There's nothing like that, Frank. No, there's nothing like that.
Who is
It's
nibbling
just-
my neck?
This is the
It's
third
just-
couch.
No, I will hear a voice, or I will see a movement, or
Sounds like you need to start charging them rent.
I know, right?
And
that would help.
Here's what I'm picturing. I'm picturing her kids going, "Mom, I'm hungry." She's like,
so you, so
"Oh my God, what was that?" And then
And
it's like,
how
oh,
do you-
here she goes again.
then how do you know the cat is a cat?
Your kid's
Because
meowing.
I see the silhouette of the cat.
What about a small dog like a
What if it's a skunk?
a chihuahua.
It's
raccoon?
not a chihuahua because it has a long tail.
My mom had a
Meow.
raccoon named Diesel.
Did you hear
Aw, I
that?
had a raccoon.
No, it got older and fucked her up one day. It did.
They're mean, yeah.
Yeah.
They are.
Anything with a, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what he sounded like, too. Right before you tried to rip my mom's head off.
Oh my God.
Dear gosh.
Yeah, she found a little raccoon in her driveway and nursed it back to health, and then it was like 3 years old. And wanted
Well,
to have
that's a
sex
fine how do you do.
and wanted to have sex with other raccoons and wanted the fuck out of that house on
Right
yeah,
now.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Right now.
Tried to rip her to pieces.
Oh shit.
Might be a raccoon.
Poor mom.
Diesel.
Could be.
Goddamn
Meow.
raccoons. That's why
It's
you
a
don't
little
find.
something with a tail. I know
That's why you
that.
don't find raccoons at the ASPCA.
So you hear voices from the people, but you don't hear the cat meowing.
Not always, but some I do. Like the woman screaming, but it wasn't a scream like she's being murdered. It was a scream like she's pissed. Like
Is
she's
she gonna be
mad.
working here much longer?
Come on.
God, I wish that
He
was
cannot
me,
do
though.
without me right now. So
All
he's,
right.
he's gonna keep me on ice for a
Okay,
little
hold
while.
on a
hold on,
second.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can't see Paul.
Wait a minute.
I have a feeling Paul has seen something before.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
We need to do a podcast from her house at night.
No.
It's all the time though. It's
Come
not
on, on location?
On location,
So we could see the fucking...
so we can try to see this
We could
this
see
cat.
this otter walking around.
We're gonna do like a late 2000s ghost hunter show.
Exactly.
No.
Show
It's
me a
not
sign.
just-
If
It's not
it's
just
true,
at
We
night.
could all just be like, do you hear it? I got... Wait, listen. Listen.
If it's true though, I mean, I wouldn't want to take something home with me.
I think they do transport. I do.
No shit. That's why I
I
don't want to
think
go to your
they
house
do.
after midnight.
I think the cat
that
has
shit
been
at
with me
your
before.
Well, you know, they said kids can see like babies.
Yeah, they do. And
Like Blair, she looks at different things.
See?
she does do
What,
that.
what was the movie where the kid had a friend named Toby? That's
Paranormal activity. I watched that the other day.
I see dead people.
I see dead people.
I see dumb people.
Oh, Aiden!
I didn't say y'all.
I wish I knew, man.
I'm sure there's a lot of people wish they knew.
Wholeheartedly, I'm jealous and I envy
So
the excitement.
what do you think happens that after you pass away? What do you think happens then?
So I'm not honestly a person of religion. I believe after death is unexplainable because the human brain cannot comprehend its lack of existence. Like you can't say it's nothing because
I asked
nothing.
that because people usually give that answer, but they either do or don't believe in the afterlife.
But see,
No.
So
No.
you feel like that light at the end of the tunnel is really their brain just trying to make some kind of
I know
excuse
exactly what
for
that
what
is.
they're
That's
doing.
their retinas shutting off.
Yeah. So for me, the best way, and again, the same thing that my brain can't comprehend this, but the way I would imagine it's the same thing as like trying to explain before you were born.
Right.
You can't say it's
That's
nothing.
actually exactly what I was about to say.
You can't say it's nothing because the concept of nothing doesn't exist. You can't imagine it's all black and nothing. That's what all my religious family and friends will be like. So you think it just goes black? Well, black's not a thing. Nothing is not a
So
thing.
then-
You just cease, and you can't. Your brain physically can't comprehend ceasing.
So I have a quick question then. So how do you feel, or anybody, about things like there's a little kid, I forget where it is or what it's about, that swears in a past life he was
Man.
some World War II pilot, and he knew the names of all the guys, knew what they looked like.
Reincarnation?
Yeah.
Here's my general concept with humanity. I think we as people are ironically very narcissistic as a race that we as humans are so smart. We think too highly of ourselves that we can't just die like animals. We can't just when we die, we can't just like an animal getting hit
Yeah,
by
but
a
it's
car.
like a little
You can't just
6-year-old
cease.
kid.
We've got to have.
I think I was Paul Walker in another life, even though he was alive before
While you were
after
alive.
I was born.
I shouldn't have gotten in the car with you.
This is the thing. I can't explain what I see. I just know what I see, and I believe what I see. And
But nothing. There's no cameras around that area that would capture any of it.
Like I genuinely find everything y'all are saying is very fascinating, but like I genuinely weirdly wish I experienced something.
I
to
do
contribute.
too, man. I do too.
Like I don't. I'm like I'm
That's
sitting
my
here.
point. I haven't.
He
When I wish
wants
I did.
to, but this is the thing.
I'm not a naysayer. I'm not going to sit here and be like everything you're saying is bullshit because it's not fair. Because I've never experienced anything. And who am I to say about
Right.
something I've never
And
experienced?
I'm very cautious of who I tell.
Are you?
Well, I mean,
We were
it's
telling
only-
Well, I'm
Yeah,
hanging
that's
on
told
a
us
podcast.
people
I
that
know,
are
but it's-
subscribers.
You told this wide range of what 70 viewers.
No, I mean it's a common theme that runs through human
Yeah.
history, and I just
I think we as a human race are just too narcissistic
But
that we
see-
can't accept death as we just cease. Like
That's a
we're
good
too
point.
special.
But
we just
at
think
the,
we're too special.
So when I lived at the lodge, it wasn't just me. Even like we brought it before, my cook, she would she rolled the big cabinet in front of the window, so when she had the door shut, she didn't have to see the movement out there.
That's when you
So-
hire a new cook.
No, she was really good. So we kept her. So but seriously, so I wasn't the only one, and there's other stories too. It wasn't just me. So
So you
it's-
think if we went and did a podcast at your house, we would see something?
I don't know.
I want to be there to get my first
believe
experience.
That if I believe
That psychic man was such a letdown.
they can, I believe they can choose who they want to let see them. That's what I think.
That's
Well, isn't that
that's highly
convenient?
convenient.
But you've seen.
Well, yeah, I've seen this here, and
Exactly.
that was it was a little off
Okay,
to
wait.
me. I was like, motherfucker, who the fuck keeps coming up here?
Yeah.
Wait, can you 100% confirm that day that nobody was wearing a white shirt and khakis?
Nobody here
Like,
was
did
wearing
Mike
white shirt and khakis.
did Mike do the thing where he just drops it in and leaves like randomly?
But this is the thing. The very first time when I saw it in the rocking chair, me and my cousin were playing in her front yard. It was the people across the street from her, and I kept looking down. And I'm looking up and I'm watching the rocking chair, and then I can see the silhouette, and I'm thinking, and I'm like, Amber, who's over there? She's like, nobody. And I was like, gosh, damn it! Please see it.
It was
Please
a
see it.
pile of
Please see it.
laundry.
Please see it. And it wasn't. It was just the rocking chair was moving, like somebody's slowly rocking, and I'm looking at it, and then I can see the silhouette sitting in it, and I'm like, son of a bitch, please let her see it. Please see it. Please see it. And she never did. So I never told nobody for a long time.
No, and the whole thing with this is so funny because I almost actually like I feel bad. I'm joking with the laundry piles and discrediting everything you're saying because it's so funny with me because I'm so quick to do that and discredit these stories, and I'm like, oh, that's bullshit.
Dude,
I promise you right now, if you brought me to like an abandoned insane asylum that had a terrible history, I would not stay the fucking night because it's weird because I don't believe in this shit, but I don't also fuck with it. So I guess to a degree, I fear the unknown. Like
I don't believe in you motherfuckers.
But yes, very much. No, true. I'm in a bizarre place.
But
like I'm like,
thing.
this is BS, but I don't want it.
I've seen them in my car with me, in my home. I mean, where I live, where people are actually at, not just abandoned places.
See, I saw it just once, just one day.
I've seen it since
your
I was
your
about
lack
12.
of sanity is like acceptable, her.
Man, see, I've told people though that have passed away, like, look, if there's something,
Yeah. My mom always said,
drop me
I'm
a
going to come
line.
back and I'm going to fucking haunt your dad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna,
My
you know,
grandma used to say that too,
Yeah.
but
never did.
no.
I mean, I know what I believe religiously, what happens when you... But what I see doesn't
What do you think happens?
necessarily reflect that.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. Because I don't want to get into religion and stuff
No,
here.
No, I don't either.
Nobody.
But I think
Honestly, it's all about perspective. Like nobody's gonna say who's wrong. I'd love to hear how everybody thinks.
I think it's
what-
similar to what happens before you're born.
Yeah, so
Yes.
what I believe is you either perish or you have everlasting life. That's what I believe. But what I see here, you're not alive.
It's like purgatory
It's-
on Earth.
Yes.
Okay.
It's exactly what I believe. So why it happens, I don't know. But, I mean, I've seen this since I
Maybe
was a
you're
kid.
damned to be in hell forever and earth is really hell.
That could probably
So-
I thought
that
about
be true.
that
So
too.
look
That
at
could be true.
So, but again, this is so funny to me.
Or maybe it's people living in a parallel universe and you just catch a glimpse of them.
But it's so
every now and
funny
then.
to think like
I
I
thought
love
about that.
I love the concept of the way your mind works because you know if you happen to pass, it's just so funny to even think there's a chance that you could be in the same realm and go, y'all motherfuckers been bothering me my whole life, and you'd actually meet them firsthand and be like, let's go fuck with some people or some shit.
Well, but you could.
I hope you
could,
make it to your eternal life, of course, but that's
you
a
could
funny
die
idea.
and walk into a room and every one of those motherfuckers would be like, ah, we've been haunting you since fucking,
Right.
you know, like
Right.
this.
Right.
and then it's your turn. That's
But,
fun. That's
okay,
exciting.
so what you missed is...
Come on, we'll show you how to do it.
my
We'll show you how to
experience
do
with a medium. So with my experience with a medium, things she told me, it was my
Well,
first
that's what we
husband.
tried to reenact
Yes.
here, and it did not work.
Well, we
tore this
because
poor
y'all
bitch
didn't
apart.
get because y'all didn't
We
get
didn't
a
even post it. It
medium.
was so ridiculous.
We
We
got
did,
it.
we did
Paul
everything
cracking
but
up.
say, I don't fucking believe you.
All right, good mediums
came in
out
at
there.
10.
We
We lit all
need
these
a
candles.
medium.
Not an extra large, a
No.
medium. We came in, we turned all the lights off, we lit a bunch of candles, and she said, I'm Bloody Mary.
Because y'all didn't
We
get
said,
a
is that your
medium.
Christian name, you idiot?
He said, it is
Oh,
not my
gosh.
Christian
Okay.
name. My Christian name is Mary, whatever.
All right. I needed to run that bitch off. But the point was, we need a medium. We don't get these psychic bitches, these palm reader demonic shit. We don't need that.
That'd be something, huh? By the end of this, 2 years from now, we're just in here not talking.
we
We
hear-
an hour-long
we-
podcast, nobody says anything. Just sitting there
Looking around.
we hear a fifth voice or sixth voice.
Yeah, that's another one. The electronic voice phenomenon.
EMF or whatever it is.
my gosh.
EVM.
There's
or
this,
EVP. That's what it
Holy
is.
shit, let me tell you, there's this
They're
video
gonna throw me
game.
in the
There's this video
freaking
game, and it's so
surfboard.
funny because this is how much I don't fuck with ghosts. I won't even play the video games. Have y'all ever heard of a game called Phasmophobia?
No.
No.
Holy fuck, is it scary.
It
And I don't
is.
fuck with ghosts. You know of it? Paul knows
Oh
of
yeah,
it.
yeah. I won't
Of
play
course,
it.
Paul
Okay,
knows of
listen.
it.
No, I won't
No,
play it.
listen, you need to understand how fucked up this game is. So you have to play, and you have to physically have the headset down with the mic because you talk to the ghost. The ghost will respond to what you say. So you say, show me a sign. You walk in the room. And again, the atmosphere is just so insane. And you go in these houses, you have to find out which room they're in.
It's a virtual reality.
They have it in VR too, yes. But it's like, you got to figure out if it's a phantom, a mare. There's like a million times. You got to figure out what kind of ghost it is without getting killed by it. But it has triggers. So if you say shit like, I heard that, sorry y'all. So
It's like digital.
I'm doing my damnedest. I'm looking
What, on
back.
PlayStation?
PC. I don't know what else it's on. I'm on PC. But anyway,
What does that mean?
Computer.
computer. Yeah. So
Personal computer.
I honestly didn't know that. I didn't know it. Holy shit!
I'm trying to connect with the afterlife, Paul.
It has just dawned on me that I never understood what PC stood for. Paul, thank you.
Are you being politically correct? What are you?
What new technology are you utilizing?
But it's fucked up because I was playing with my friends and like I had the mic down and they're like, "You good, dude?"
Before. I didn't know what it meant though.
I didn't know that either. I've had one. I didn't know what the fuck that meant. I never thought to question that. It's just PC means computer. I never thought. But anyway, I had the mic down. My buddy's like,
I've been drinking a Sprite for the last half hour and I've gotten more sober somehow. It does say it contains alcohol.
5%.
just by technicality.
0.05%.
So, but the irony is there's trigger words because the game's listening the whole time. It's like Siri. It's always listening. So my buddy's like, "How you doing, dude? You alright with the game?" They know I'm a scaredy bitch. And I'm like, "No, I'm good. I'm not scared." Fun fact, that's one of the cue words sometimes. It's random. If you say you're not scared, the ghost goes on what's called a hunt. And
Just take your pants off.
yeah, it diddles you, dude. No, but it kills you.
What do they do? They try.
Yeah, it runs around and tries to kill somebody.
Oh.
And then there's like certain ghosts that only hunt when someone's left alone. And all my friends have been playing this, so they deliberately
Man, I wish
left
I
me
played
the fuck
video
alone.
games. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You wear glasses or something?
No, it's just on the computer. They have it in VR, but no, it's just on the computer.
I don't have time to
That's
even fold my
expensive.
laundry.
I've never had. I had a GameCube for like 5 minutes when I was 10 or 11. I kind of liked it, I guess. What do you think about virtual reality? You think we're?
Have you done it?
I think it's
No.
cool.
Shit's a
Are we
trip.
living in a simulation?
That's
Is
the
that
new
what?
thing. Elon Musk, man, making Teslas.
But see,
Dropping
I saw
knowledge.
something the other day. Okay, I saw something the other day where they were explaining.
Wouldn't that be something?
But they're saying if you believe that we could be in a simulation, then we could be in the 20th version of
Right.
the simulation. Could have reoccurred 20 times already. Because if you believe that it could happen once, then chances are it's already happened.
Right.
That was some crazy stuff. The way that they were explaining it, I was like, holy
Okay, now
shit.
that is weird to me.
Yeah. I think
You microwaving something, motherfucker? You eating?
You're
What
about to
is
see,
that?
bitch. Nobody knows.
If you got hot pockets, if you got some pizza rolls,
Nobody
you better be
knows
sharing.
that.
Don't worry about it.
Wait,
Don't worry about it.
Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, that's him. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. No, I saw the smoke. Oh, fuck. Look.
Somebody's smoking.
we
for
got a
real.
fog machine.
I thought something was on fire. I was pulling you back.
By the bullet hole, motherfucker. Your finger went in that motherfucker.
That's how you do it. He's trying to save your life, you
Stick
ungrateful
it in the
bastard.
holes.
This cocksucker handled me like a bowling ball. He went,
Come here.
Frank thought the building was on fire.
I was like, wait a minute. What the fuck is that? And I pulled his leg back.
you caused me more harm and injury than any of this smoke bullshit would have. Fuck.
Frank thought the building was on fire.
I was like, wait. What the fuck is that?
Take me on a date first. Stick your fucking fingers in my hole.
I'm sorry.
Son of a.
I'm sorry. I
bitch.
told you there was a fog machine underneath here.
Because we heard that, and then you hear.
That's not footstepping on it.
I see it now.
I thought we're like shorting out or something in here. Y'all are talking about how cheap the microphones are. Like, fuck.
And then Frank's first reaction is, Aiden.
No.
He's trying to save your life.
Shoving you out of the way. Because I didn't have the smoke by me. It was all coming from like you. I'm like, what the fuck are you standing
Listen,
on?
You did better the first time saving my life. Fuck, that was rough.
He's just trying to rack up life saves on you.
Holy shit.
We'll take a bullet. Give a
Jesus
bullet for
Christ.
you, boo.
All right, so guns.
Yes.
Oh yeah, 2 shots in. We gonna talk guns or what?
Well, we're all right. So we're like 5 hours in right now. We're gonna make this 2 parts to make it easy on you, Paul.
It's already
And I'm sure
hot
there'll
in
be
here.
a lot of stuff to cut
Now
to
it's
make it.
smoky too.
God damn! I should have put a tag on it. But I don't know, man. I think that the next year is gonna be bad.
I think the next 3 years are going to be bad.
I don't know who said it. I should have wrote it down, but they said that things aren't getting worse. Our information is getting better, and I think that is probably what you're seeing in the last few years, like as shootings and shit
False
goes.
information?
I think
Oh.
no. I think just
I gotcha.
everything.
Well, you just hear about everything
Right.
all the time.
There's what, like almost 400 million people in the
Well,
United
that's
States.
also the problem with 24/7 news
Right.
services as well. They got to have
That
something to
one
report
person
on.
doesn't go nuts. I mean, don't have to tell y'all that one person goes nuts in 400 million people every few days is astounding. I don't know
Well,
how
but-
it doesn't happen every day.
But what pisses me off,
every
though,
minute of every day.
is with the news, like just like what happened here. You know, it was all across the country when it first happened. Then when they found out, oh, this guy went nuts and his,
Right.
you know,
When the video came out.
right.
then it
Once
all
the video
stopped.
was released, not another word, not another word
Oh
mentioned
yeah.
about it.
When they saw how it was done and
Right.
the manner of it. Yeah, exactly.
But I
That
think that's
was-
what I think it's going to get worse because the information cycle is. I shouldn't hit that
Well-
fog machine so long.
Well, and you know what's amazing too
You
is
open the
you
door.
believe. I don't know if you know. Like, if you do
So I
some
think you're
homework-
going to see more and more of it
Well, no,
because
but
there's probably this happening every day. They're
Well-
just choosing the stories to.
well, and I was
show
going to
you.
say,
Yeah, I
and
agree.
because they have a lot.
Well, yeah,
of,
you're not going to hear about in the ghetto 5 people got
Right.
gunned down
No,
yesterday.
right.
Even
look
just-
at Chicago, man. Like
Yeah, it's
what
all the
last
time.
weekend? Like 18 people were killed in 2 days.
Well, right.
Well-
you know, all the gun statistics or all the, you know,
And
the,
there's
the
not a
murder
gun
statistics.
allowed in 100 miles of
Right,
Chicago.
right.
well, no, and just to reiterate on like the active shooter portions, what's crazy enough is there's more active shooting attempts than you'd realize, but the news won't cover it because the individual was shot in the fucking parking lot.
Right.
There's a story I can look it up.
Well, they don't cover it because of a concealed carry.
No,
person.
there's one video where they got an individual was a fat ass motherfucker with an AR-15. Luckily, someone called the cops, and I guess they have, you know, Walmart's always got a cop outside or some shit.
Right.
There was a story. This is like 6 months old by this point, and I follow these Instagram pages that go over tactics and they talk about, you know, they show the video and they go over their feedback on it, what could have been better and what not, and what was good about it. And it's a body cam of this cop, and it was at a Walmart parking lot, and this dude didn't make it 3 feet from his truck with an AR in his hand, and the cop's like, drop the gun, drop the doop 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 doop. Motherfucker just falls flat on his face and it's over. Did you hear about it? No, because a active shooter was stopped by a gun before it even began. That doesn't fit the narrative. So there's actually a lot more active shootings happening that just don't make the news. Like he said, our shit went literally international
It was international.
for one day.
Well,
It
that
is
was because
not-
of the original narrative that they were
Right.
trying to push, and then all of a sudden it flipped once the video came
Right.
out.
Right.
Correct, and that's it, and that's what it shows. It's not even about the active shootings; it's about political goals.
Yeah.
And they said,
That's
"Are
not
you
me.
stepping on that motherfucker?
No, I'm not.
Watch my leg, motherfucker."
He's
You
got,
got
it on a timer.
timer, yeah.
Turned it off.
You got nerves. I didn't touch it.
Got Ginger's cat ghost in the.
Cat goes.
I'm worried though, man. I think you'll definitely see. I know for a fact that in 50 years the guns won't be sold in the United States. I just don't know.
Well,
what's
they
gonna
will be.
happen.
They'll just be done illegally.
Right. Well, right.
Well, no,
That's
and
what I mean.
Because look at the
Underground.
Philippines. Philippines has one of the biggest illegal.
Have you seen how they make guns?
Yeah, up in the mountains.
Dude, it's
just
so crazy.
pieces of sheet metal they weld together.
These
into,
Filipinos make like 8 or 10 guns a year, and they make a gun
out of scrap metal.
From scrap metal.
It's freaking crazy.
and they get like 40, 50. What was it? Do you remember
Like
how
they
much
start
it was?
off and they get like $50 for the gun initially.
Right.
Then it goes to another guy because
Right.
they don't put grips on it. They don't put
Right.
certain things on it, and they send it to another guy. He does some more stuff to it. He charges $100 for it.
But these guys
Then
make
it goes
like
to
$400
another
a
guy.
year. But they make
And by the
pretty
time it
guns.
gets by the time it gets to the United States, it's got a fake serial number on it. It's fully decked out. It's got a case. It's got everything like a real gun. And then these guys sell it for like $1,400.
Right.
So it goes up every movement.
Now, granted, it's a lower volume, but I mean, there's guys in the Philippines in the mountains with no shoes on.
Well, because it's so
Making
illegal over there, that's like
1911s.
death penalty for
People-
making
people-
guns over
Well,
there.
people will do guns by any means. Have you ever heard of a rubber band gun?
Yeah.
You've heard of that?
Yeah.
A rubber band gun?
You shoot rubber
it's
band?
literally the most hood rat shit in existence. What it simply is literally a...
You saw that Nerf gun?
Yeah,
That Nerf gun?
Yeah, it was the Roni kit with the
Yeah.
with the Nerf. I saw another one where they did a 12 gauge pump, and they made it look like a super soaker. They put the little
People that don't know what we're talking about, they
Look like- hey,
cops
Paul.
confiscated a Glock and a Roni kit, which is what your Glock goes into, so it looks like a rifle, but it's still classified as a pistol. And somebody painted it like a Nerf gun, and it looks just like a Nerf gun.
And hey, Paul, look up 12 gauge super soaker. Hopefully that comes up with what I'm.
But that Nerf gun, man, was that.
No,
looked
wait
like
till
a-
you see this
that
shit.
looked
You're
like
gonna
a
be
Nerf
impressed.
gun.
12 gauge super soaker.
And what happens? I mean, you're gonna get shot first before you can do anything. You can't shoot somebody.
Well, and you know what?
with
And then
what looks like a Nerf gun,
let's see if they show it.
especially if it's a kid or something.
Or maybe you have to search shotgun. You don't have to buy it. You can just look it up.
I'll have to go to eBay.
Look at this. That's a Glock painted like a Nintendo
Yeah,
pistol.
put it on the camera if you got something cool. Yeah.
That's cool though.
No, look on the fucking screen. Look at that shit. That's a
Let
12
me see
gauge.
that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look.
Yeah,
Look
that's-
at that.
Yeah. So, with that being said, when I was still in the military, we had what was called a Milo system. If a lot of the
Dude,
viewers
you
might have heard
can't.
that.
You would have to get shot first before you
No, and that's what I'm getting into.
retaliated.
We had these training systems. It's called the Milo system. You can Paul Google Milo system just to give perspective. So it's a
You saw that, Frank? Look at that.
they
Yeah, I've seen those
embedded a Mossberg 500 into a fucking Milo. That's it. Yeah, system.
Milo
training
Yiannopoulos.
system. So yeah, image that. There you go. Yeah.
There you
All
go.
right, first picture. So this is the Milo training system. It's pretty awesome. So you get what's actually a real gun. It's a for us it was the M9, and they take out the barrel and they put in this laser barrel, and it's CO2 powered, and the laser actually projects onto the screen, so that not only do you do these scenarios through these predetermined computer things, and the instructor has full control based on your verbal commands, and he can choose whether the situation goes good or bad. But anyway, what's great about it is even when the situation's done, they can go back, see where your laser connected in that moment you fired, and see if you actually hit your shots. So, one of the scenarios I had done, it was a high schooler, and they were like, he's distraught, he's threatening to hurt people, he's in the back of the building, and, he's got his hands in his sweater. In the scenario, I pull my gun out, but I keep it low, and I said, show me your hands. And he pulls out what's clearly a toy gun. And I shoot the fuck out of him.
Dude, that's crazy.
And they go, and then the instructor goes, well, why did you shoot him? It was a toy gun. And I straight up told him, there are people who paint real guns to look like toys. And if you, even as a child, if you are presenting a firearm, whether it's fake or real, to a law enforcement officer who is holding a real firearm, that shows enough intent. And the instructors are like, perfect. Because the whole point is that you can justify your actions.
Look like they were done professionally.
Oh, it's amazing
Which is
what they do with
scary.
them.
My son.
So with that being said, any point in real life,
Let me
I'm
shut
sorry,
up.
with me, I don't care if you point a Nerf dart gun, you're gonna get shot. Because again, most often in the spectrum of the situation, I likely am holding my real firearm, which you, as my threat, know damn well my gun's real. So anything you're willing to pull, you're making your choice. And based on what we're seeing on the images, anybody can
that's
paint
so
anything
crazy.
to look like anything.
It looks like whoever's doing that too knows what they're doing. God damn.
That's
that
a
looks like
CZ
Nerf gun.
Scorpion.
Yeah, it is.
That is so cool.
Shit, man.
How's that looking, Paul?
Hey, let's go. Hey, have you seen the CZ Scorpion with the unicorn head on it?
Yeah.
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 That's from
Fortnite.
Fortnite, yeah. Someone actually did it.
My BB gun looks like an AR pistol.
The ghost one? Sorry.
The fully
How to
auto
do it.
BB gun I have.
Isn't that crazy?
Looks like an AR pistol. It's scary. I told the kids, do not take that out in the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah,
Don't do
yeah,
it.
the one we got for you?
Yeah.
it's-
Yeah,
Don't do it.
so with that being said, I'm sorry, but you hear all these shootings where it was a toy gun. What the fuck? No, people paint these shits on purpose
Yeah,
to get
either
that
way.
because they
That's
want
right.
That is crazy.
they want that
That's right.
hesitation from law
That looks
enforcement.
like
Well,
it was
somebody-
made like that from the
Send that
manufacturer.
link to Paul so he can pull up the computer.
Somebody, I'm not going to mention any names, took a M249 airsoft gun, and then ended up putting a 1022
Well,
in it.
The problem is when they use it for something that's
I don't know what you're talking about.
bad. If you use it to hurt other people, that's when it's a problem.
Yeah.
Either
I
way-
don't care if you turn your Nerf gun into something that looks like not Nerf gun.
And
But when
look-
you rob a store with it and nobody knows if it's a real gun or not.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, that shit happened to me in real life. When I was younger, me and the neighborhood kids, we loved airsoft guns, but all they had was the orange tip, and all these neighbors, it's ridiculous because we would play with these shits for like an hour straight, pointing at each other, bzz, 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 battery powered, and the neighbors like, there's kids shooting each other in the fucking neighborhood, and we had 2 police cars pull up ARs in hand, and present, dude, I broke my gun dropping it, because again, same thing. Even as a child, I'm very well aware what I'm holding only has an orange tip, and anyone can paint a tip. I dropped that shit. It was cheap plastic,
Let it
Academy
go.
BS gun.
Right.
It broke. I didn't care. But I understood the cop's perspective, and that's what nobody understands these days is you got to think from law enforcement's perspective. Fuck, even with the shooting we had, when I heard sirens and I heard you yell, they're coming, I holstered because I'm not presenting a fucking threat.
That's right.
Nobody thinks about cops' perspective.
That's right.
You got to understand that the cops getting on the radio, Metro 6, we
They
got
don't know
an
what they're
active
pulling up
shooter.
on.
They're coming in just as gassed up as we were.
Well, and they expect them to be superhuman. They expect if a kid pulls out a Glock that looks exactly like a real Glock and it's an airsoft Glock and points it at a
You
cop.
need to identify that in that split second.
Right. You're supposed to be able to tell whether it's fake or not.
I don't care
And not
if
shoot that kid.
I don't care if you pull out a blue and orange gun.
Those
Now-
are all real guns.
Now, I used to have a Glock that was a green gas
Crazy.
Glock, airsoft gun, that broke down and just
You know
like a
what?
real Glock.
You know what? Two things. I'm gonna use the restroom, but I'm gonna bring in here. Wait, this is perfect because I teach classes and I use an airsoft pistol, and I want to bring my pistol in to show how realistic these things are.
It looks just like all the other ones.
So hang on, I'm gonna be back.
No, we gotta go. I gotta go.
What do you mean
My
you
wife's
gotta go?
gonna kill me.
Are we done?
Look at this one's painted like a
We're gonna be
blue
done.
training gun.
Yeah.
Here, let me bring mine in. At
That's
least
so
I'm gonna hold
crazy.
it. If he's got to go soon, but I'm gonna bring
That
it
is
mine.
so crazy. So what would you do if somebody came in and pointed that gun at you?
The Nerf gun?
You have to.
That-
I mean, but see, here's
You have
the,
to
with me,
It's real.
I'm familiar enough with like the CZ Scorpion or with some of the stuff that it's gonna make you pause. It's gonna make you take a look at it, and in that
Dude,
time
that looks
frame, you're
like-
gonna get
that
killed.
looks like somebody did that professionally.
Yeah.
I guess I'd get shot, especially if it's a kid.
Well, this one, Paul, click on the one under that right here.
Yeah, it gives you like a bird's eye view of it looking. Yeah.
Look
That's
at
the
that
one that you
shit.
showed me, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess I'd get shot, especially if it's a kid.
that is crazy. And look, this one too. This one looks like a Nerf gun also, and that's got the Magpul
Drum in.
drum on it, and that's an AR. And see, it's got the orange tip on it. The orange flash hider. I think if we're gonna, you can't paint. Is it illegal to paint
It
an
should be.
orange
It
tip
should
on
be.
a real gun?
All that should be
See, look
illegal.
at well, that's a real Nerf gun.
Is it? How do you know?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
You could tell.
There's Ginger pulling off
Actually,
again.
it's not. Sounds like it.
But now I've also made toy guns, like for like Comic-Con one year. I made a toy gun look real as shit because I painted it.
Yeah, but I don't care about that. The other...
Who is that?
Going the other way, man, is scary because you don't have a chance to... I mean, you either gotta shoot somebody that might have a toy gun or get shot.
True.
So, yeah, here's a first-hand example. This is an airsoft gun, and I had to. Am I good, Paul? Frame. Okay. So I literally wrote in blue paint pen "training" across the side just because this is so realistic. It's got slide lock, slide release. Just has the orange tip, full metal polymer frame. Place the empty magazine in, slide lock.
How much is that?
Like 125, 150. I actually used to use this at home for dry fire in my backyard.
Well, look, and even if you glanced at the magazine, the back of the magazine, that looks like rounds.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like a real gun.
Yeah. No, what's funny too is if you look really closely, and you can tell me this focuses, it actually says
9x19.
9x19.
It has an extractor on it. Let me see it.
Yeah, that's my classroom training gun.
God, it feels like a real gun.
Yeah.
Which they
It
make
has
good
an
trainers
extractor
though.
on it.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
it's just to give perspective. Yeah, that's why because I carry that gun concealed, so I use it for dry fire at the house. Ironically, because it's so realistic, it works for.
Well, look,
with
man, I
training.
think Sig Sauer is making these.
No, that's licensed. Yeah, they make those.
They license it to
No,
different companies.
it's
to make
it's called Sig Air. It's their airsoft licensed portion.
Yeah, you can even buy air guns like BB guns and pellet guns from
Man, I
from
don't
Sig.
know about that.
Because I have an MPX that's a .177 pellet rifle that looks exactly like my real MPX.
Yeah. That's what I use for dry fire. In my backyard, I'll go for my conceal holster because it fits the same, and I shoot the head of a shovel. It makes that good, satisfying ring of a real steel with ammo. Saves me on fucking ammo prices these days. Sounds goofy, but it's good.
Yeah, especially since you have nothing to do
But I
right
mean-
now with dry fire.
I've been dry firing.
I
my
love the
ass off.
video.
I know he doesn't mean that video.
Yeah, I
my
heard you're
baby's-
like a
my baby's
like an
born.
Instagram superstar or something.
No, I wouldn't say all that.
What do you do on there so people can check you out
What you mean? Like on Instagram?
on Instagram?
Yeah, well, I generally just share, like, it's not like a full-fledged, it's like my personal, I just share dry fire and training stuff, just because I got a lot of friends who aren't quite in the know on dry fire, and I got a lot of friends that are gun owners, they just don't realize, like, wow, there's actually so much to this shit. So I do, like, little posts of just, like, the importance of training and the perspective on it, and
Some
Especially-
Asian dude is trying to
We
get
don't
you,
want to
man.
know about your personal searches.
There's a before and after picture of Aiden Lee.
oh, no, look, I'm gonna let y'all embarrass me right now. You ready? Look up Aiden Robert Lee. I can't believe I'm even telling y'all this, but go ahead. Just take off Instagram. Instagram.
It's
Now, y'all just take off Instagram. Here, y'all can go ahead and roast the living shit out of me. This is a picture that I cannot figure out how to get off the internet. From a Twitter I no longer have access to. Go to images. No.
That is
Man,
funny.
you're walking into the lines down with this one. Aiden.
That's all right.
Don't even do it. Don't do it.
I
Aiden.
got the liquid courage. Go ahead. No. Don't go to Twitter. Go back. Go back.
You gotta go
Go
to
back.
images.
Go back. Images.
Your other left.
There you go. All these fuckboy pictures that I
Oh,
cannot
you're
get
so
off the internet.
crazy.
Go ahead.
What?
Pull them up. There you go. Man, what a fucking asshole, huh?
You and Frank, man, are both pretty jacked up, though.
It's all on Twitter.
What you think about that, Ginger?
I don't use
That
Twitter.
was old. That's old jacked up. That ain't shit. No.
Pretty nice.
Don't even look like him
Yeah,
though.
it does.
That's weird, huh? No beard. Cannot get that shit off the internet.
That's funny.
And I just hate the fact that when you Google my full name, it's like, fuck. Like,
That's why I
fuck
told him
boys.
he's gonna be the one in the
All these
freaking
fuck
booty
boys.
shorts.
Look.
On my ladies'
Look at
night.
this. Look, I was like, man, look at that. I got a
man.
mustache.
You're so
I called that a
creepy.
fucking mustache at one point. I was.
What
Look at this. Look at
14-year-old
this.
has that?
Hey, you up? Like
Who's taking that picture, you
How
psycho?
old
Me!
are you? How old are you in this?
You're so crazy.
Like 16.
Oh,
What are
okay.
you?
I'm probably 18.
That's funny.
There you go. Look.
That's one thing that I've done well. I've
have
never
a jacket
taken
like
pictures
that.
of myself naked or anything like that. Thank God. They'd be on
God, Frank
Google
was
right
fixing
now.
my phone the other day. I was like, please don't look at my pictures. Please don't look at my pictures.
Oh, man,
Please don't
that's
look at my
good.
pictures.
I didn't even think about that.
God, thank God.
I mean, I would, but I mean, I just never did it. I've
said
been
my
with Chelsea
shit's
for
about
like
to-
12 years, so luckily there's no naked pictures floating around anywhere. It's BURGES. Oh, look,
It's
somebody
second
looked
on
it
the
up.
row. Look, second
Hold
down.
on, wait a second.
Kevin
Somebody's
Durant.
looked up Devin Burr. I've never done this. Second one, stupid.
No, it's not spelled right.
Oh, no, it's not spelled right.
Add the V. Add
Oh,
the
look
V.
at this asshole stealing my name. Yep, nothing. Nada. That's right. You're goddamn right,
He said
Frank.
that's how it's supposed to
Yeah.
be.
Not a single dick pic on there.
Yeah, fix it, Paul.
Oh, look.
Oh,
Look,
Noah
Noah's
popped
on
up.
there.
What's going on here? Paul, what's happening? Explain this. That's my grandma.
Look.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's associating anything with you.
With your name in
God,
it.
I
with
hate
your
the
name in it.
internet, huh? I hate the internet.
Is it your grandma?
Yep, that's old grandma.
Well, wait,
right
why
there.
is WWL go up?
Probably did an interview with him. or
Orlando
something.
mass shooting reignites assault, and then they got a picture.
Oh,
Is
look,
that
click
you?
on that. That's me. That's me with that stupid ass haircut.
Man bun.
Man bun. Orlando mass shooting reignites. Look at this. Look at this bullshit. We're on the internet right
Weapon
now. We clicked on
debate.
my name. Orlando mass shooting reignites assault weapon debate. A closer look at assault rifles. I didn't sign anything.
That's from 2016.
What's that mean?
Well, it's
I can't sue these people for using my man bun?
well, it was probably an interview that
It
you
was,
did with
it
him.
was a pretty.
Oh, I probably
yeah,
wasn't.
It's a pretty cool man bun, dude. Those are cool.
It was alright. Let's see. Let's look at this ridiculous nonsense.
I love how
My man bun.
Aiden's just boring holes
Oh, look
in
at
your...
him. Look at him. Sipping
If
down
looks
that
could kill right
Florida.
now.
I rocked one
You
too.
got to get through the 953
It might
ads
come
that are in the
back.
Bible.
Can't hear
Might
anything.
come back.
No, mine. Mine might come back. It was alright.
We should all do hand buns, hair buns.
Yeah, I hate the internet.
Sticky
man.
buns?
Look at
Sticky
this.
buns.
You can Google somebody's name.
These
and
things, this internet here is horrible.
Yeah, it is.
And you're right next to the damn router.
Yep, that's old me, though, shooting something. That's not me! I wish I remembered what we were talking about at WWL. They used to come in a lot. They don't come in anymore. Shia LaBeouf. I miss old Shia LaBeouf. Where's he been? Firearms instructor Devin Burgess showed us an AR-15 Jefferson Gun Outlet. He was gone because they are very accurate. He said.
The AR-15 was originally designed for military use.
Big
That's
time,
not true.
big time false.
Yeah.
The AR-15 is not militarized.
Let's see what I said back in
He
016.
didn't say
People
that
will
there.
buy these
It's not
guns
in
because
quotes.
they are very accurate. It will shoot as many bullets as the magazine will hold, and the magazine is detachable. Which they are very easy to reload. That's it? That wasn't.
I love how it's like
review.
it was designed. It can easily fire
It's
30
not
rounds in
because
less
of
than a
mental
minute.
health problems, it's
You can
because-
fire 30 rounds.
Oh, I
in-
remember this. I remember this because we actually stopped doing. Me and Gunny stopped doing. Stopped doing interviews for like 2 years from this. So this is funny. You pulled this up, man. So go up. No, down. You just passed it up. So the original statement was they asked, why? I don't know what they asked. Some stupid ass question. And I said something to the effect of, in a sarcastic way, people say it's not because of mental health problems, it's because of something else. And they cut off the first part to where it says it's not because of mental health problems, it's because of something else.
Mm-hmm.
Those fuckers. This and didn't exist.
So,
Utopia. So what they used was it's not because of mental health problems in this country, it's because of anything. Well, what they used doesn't even make any goddamn sense. It's not because of mental health problems, it's because of anything else. It's just because of this, and if this didn't exist, we'd be in utopia. That's nuts. So they cut the first part of the sentence off. It just pisses me off. Man, I can't believe that was 5 years ago. So crazy. Think we'd be in another 5 years. Huh? Does that scare you?
It's scary.
yeah, no 30 round mags.
But I mean,
No
with so
bayonet
much
lugs.
stuff that's out there, though.
They'd
with
never
so-
be able to ban it.
Yeah, there's no way that they could come. What they gonna
There's
go
more
door
guns
to
than
door?
people right now.
They're gonna
And
go door to
what are
door
they
and
going to
knock
do
the
with
shit?
all of us?
It's just crazy. Well, they do like massive destruction in the street kind of thing. Roll a big steamroller over them and stuff like that. But that's what they've done in other countries. But
Man, I think we'll look back in 5 years and I remember that interview.
When Trump in 5 years, Trump's son runs for president. And
I think we'll look back in 5 years and be like, man, remember you can just go into a gun store and somebody that doesn't have a criminal history could buy a gun.
well, the argument's still out there. They were talking to one of the guys the other day, Tucker Carlson or something, and they still have the argument of when they wrote the Second Amendment, they had muskets, but so did the goddamn military.
Right. Man, those people that wrote that document I think are a lot smarter than people today.
They're a lot smarter than what they give them.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, it's all in how they interpret it. It's all in how they decide how they want you to interpret it. So, they could say, "Oh, you're the right to bear arms. It doesn't necessarily mean we didn't identify what arms are. It doesn't necessarily mean a
Right.
gun. Could be a machete."
All right. Aiden's back. I'm shutting this fucker down. Guys, it went a little crazy, but these are the ones that I like the
We
most.
still didn't get your paper.
No. This paper's going bye-bye.
He said, screw
We'll
that
see you in a
paper.
few days. A week, maybe. Give us time to recover. Two Shots In Podcast. I'm Devin Burgess.
Frank King.
Ginger Janae.
Aiden Lee.
Thank you, guys. If you made it this long, I salute you, and we'll see you next time.
Adios.